Hi beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I'm so happy to be here with you today to share another message. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and press the little bell to receive the notification when I post a new video. For you who are new, if you want to also discover a bit more about my experience and background, I'm going to put the video about that up there. And for you who have been here for a little while, thank you so much to be here with me today. So what I would like to do today is to come back to the message from last week. So if you haven't seen the message of last week, have a look at the video up there. I want to come back to the card, the outsider. Because quite interesting enough, when I always, listen to my video back because they are message from the guide, and myself I need to hear them as well. And so what really struck me when I saw that card again, it's a new message that came out about this card. And the message that came about the outsider is exactly like that. So maybe at the moment you feel that you are the outsider, that you don't belong anywhere, that you don't fit in any place, that your life is completely shifting. And you look at the external world like you're not part of it, but like you are put aside in a sort of prison, like this image of prison. You are behind the bar and you're looking at the beautiful world outside, and you feel that you are missing out on some things, that you are deprived for some things because of your difference. It's a very strong message. And the message that I receive about that is that you need to shift where you're looking at. But actually what I'm hearing is when you look behind the bar, in the world that you seem that you're not part of anymore, that you have been rejected from or deprived from, is actually an illusion. That's what I'm hearing. It's really the words that I'm hearing. It's an illusion. And what it is asked of you is to look and turn around behind, because when you turn your perspective, you will see that there is a brand new world in front of you that is just waiting for you to be discovered. And so at this time is really what it is asked, is to discover the surrounding that have nothing to do with that gate, that door, because actually that's the older world. And behind you, behind these kids, there is a brand new world that is not an illusion anymore, that it is the world we're going to live, that is here right now. So it's almost that there is two worlds. And there is the old world and there is the new world that is already here, that we're discovering everything new about it. And it is asked for you to turn around. I would like to dive in a bit deeper into this message, but that's really what I needed to come back on. I want to see, there we go, it's come out already. I want to see the emotional things that is coming behind that. So the message that is coming with that on an emotional level is you can't get it wrong. Through life, you will be called to make decisions, and we can spend a lot of time worrying we will make the wrong decision. Yet, what if you knew you couldn't get it wrong? These things called life. What if life happens for us rather than to us? What if you could make decisions trusting in life's unfolding? How would that feel in your body, and how would your life look? I think this is a fundamental question, and I think I really want to guide you into my intuitive writing video and write about that. Write about what if you knew you couldn't get it wrong when you make a decision. And I think coming back to the outsider, it's actually a decision that we make, and often we are pushed out of a situation or deprived from some things because of a choice we made, or a belief we have, or a different thinking, a different ethnicity. So we can go on and on about that, because we are different and we're not accepted into a certain space, a certain mold. But what I want to say within that is that making the difference is important, because without any difference there will not be any change. We will all be the same, we will all do the same things if we were all thinking the same way. So it's a great thing to actually have a thinking mind and to question everything. And I think, coming back to this emotional meaning, I feel it's like when you are in a time of decision, you have to remember that there is no wrong way about anything, and that your decision in the end of the day will be the right one because you made that decision within you. And I hope you understand that when you make a decision, that's the right one because you made it. The other question I would like you to work on is, what if life happens for us rather than to us? And I think this is it. This is when you make a decision, it's not something that is happening to you. You're actually making that decision. You're making the move. You are the one who actioned that. So life is unfolding in the way it is because you decided that. So how would that feel in your body, and how would your life look like? So remember, you cannot get it wrong. Your decision is the right one. And I know when we are in that situation, even though we have been deprived because we have a different vision, it's still our choice to still looking at what have been removed from our life, or to look at other options that are available to us. I hope you really hear this. So do we stay stuck on the fact that we have been deprived from some things and looking back, or do we turn around and we move forward with the new world, with all the infinite possibilities that are there, instead of fixing on the issues that is happening to us? And I know this might trigger some of you. I'm not here to, I'm a holistic counselor. Counselor ask questions, they can trigger, and that's okay, because that's how we evolve. When we get triggered, it's mean there is something that we need to look at inside ourselves that is itchy, that doesn't feel right. And when we are able to look at that trigger, we start the process of understanding ourselves better, acknowledging how we feel, and then being able to find a step to move forward, to release this trauma, to release their self-belief, to release this stuck energy, and to heal, and to be able then to move forward. So when you get triggered, remember that it is a good thing, because it's life, it's your body showing you that there is some things there important to look at. Right, let's continue. What else? I think we're getting a lot of message. It's so awesome. But I think, remember that your difference is making a change. Because if we were all thinking in the same way, this one is wanting to come all the time. If we were thinking all in the same way, there will not be evolution. So that's what we have to really, really remember. I love this card, the gift of connection, crown chakra. I love this card because it really reminds us about the... I see, I have a big vision. Also with this I'm coming back to I'm mixing all my cards, I'm making a mess behind me, but coming back to this. When you will be able to turn around and look at what is available to you in the new world, you will also discover all the people, your tribe, that is right there beside you, that also were looking and are looking at that direction. And if you turn around, you look in the eyes of each other. That's the image I have. You look in the eyes of each other and you recognize each other. And you recognize that you're not alone. You're not alone. And turning around, actually, the new world is the new people to co-create together. And this card, the gift of connection, is the co-creation. It says, when you and another, sorry, what is, I cannot read what it says because it's missing a word, but what it says, and I'm using my own words, it's like when you connect to each other, when you hug each other, when you support each other, when you touch each other, the body is releasing, the brain is releasing the endorphin hormone, and they are the happy hormone. When I see you turning around and seeing your tribe, your people, and looking at each other, you know. You are knowing in the eyes that you are meant to do something together. And I think in what is happening right now, that's the beauty of it. And yes, we can stay stuck at looking in one direction and at looking at all that is unfolding in front of us and removing from us, or we can actually turn around and co-create and being with our tribe and feeling that connection. Yes, it's a beautiful image that is coming in my mind. Yeah, it's just beautiful to see that this tribe is massive and realizing that you're not alone. Yeah, not alone. And I know that deeply. Physically and energetically, we're not alone. So I love this message. I really love this message because I felt it yesterday when I was watching the video, and I was like, oh, I need to go back and film and talk and bring you this follow-up, because I just feel it's going to bring you a lot. Fall in love with your own story. This is another card that came out. Look at the brilliant, the vibrant color. Fall in love with your own story. To me, it comes back to the emotional card of saying, you cannot get it wrong. So when you make a decision, go fully in it and leave it completely to the core of it. And I love that word, the core, because that's the essence. Is really living each minute of the life we have right now. And I just want to put that up there again. We choose to be here. Whatever is your belief, I respect, but we choose to come here to experience this. Because we have a special mission as well. And I think all of this, like I said in my message from last week, is awakening us to what we are meant to do here, to who we are. And in every one of us, there is particle of God. And that's the recognition as well, is that we are every little particle of us, the human being. We create a big picture. And our journey, our soul knows already what we are meant to do. But as a body, the ego forgot that. But the soul knows. And the soul is connected to your heart, is the synchronicities, the subtle world. When you can connect to that and let yourself being guided by your heart, by your intuition, by your gut feeling, that's where your soul is guiding you. So detach more from the mind, the brain, if you can, and come back to your heart center and let yourself being guided by your higher self. And when you are able to do that, you will see that you fall in love with your journey, with your life, with your own story, because you will be so conscious and so present in every moment of it that you will see beauty in every part of what you are living. Yeah, I hear, yes, it's exactly that. It's quite interesting when the guides are coming and argumenting on what I'm saying. Because I'm translating, I'm channeling what they are saying. And then when they confirm, it's beautiful. I just love it. Because sometimes I talk and I have to really go back to listen to my video because I'm channeling, so I'm not so always listening to what I'm saying. All right. So we pick the Earth Child of the South, white pine aspiration. It's quite interesting that the pine came here, and I invite you to really look at all the benefits of the plant pine very much. I think that's why this card came down, and also what I'm hearing, the reconnection to the earth. Don't forget that the Mother Earth is with you to support you in this journey. So it's just the reconnection to the soil, to a tree. I really see the bush, you know, I see the green, I see the water. I see nature in its pure, I want to say essence, but in its purity. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But go and see the pine. Very important. And aspiration. Aspiration. Another question that you could ask yourself is, what can inspire you at this time, at this moment? And really go and have a look at the intuitive writing, because that's a beautiful tool to go and dive into this question, but going not with your mind, really with your subconscious self. So going quite deep into what your soul, your higher self is wanting for you. And there is a lot that will unravel and be shown to you through that work. And again, if you want to do one-on-one work with me, please connect and I'll be here for you. I'll offer a session online. There is nothing else for today. I'm hearing nothing else. Yeah. It's the silence now. And I think that's a sign as well, to take the time to be in silence, to sit with yourself. And with I'm going back again to the intuitive writing work. You start to be in silence before you connect. I mean, to help you to connect to that deeper self. To help you to connect to that deeper side of yourself. You sit down in silence first, and then you let everything that comes up emanate of you through words, through painting on the blank page. And then you can analyze, or you can let go and trust the process. Everyone is different, but I can assure you that you will see solution coming on the paper, and you will see your behavior changing with yourself and others. All right, beautiful soul. I hope this message helps you navigate this time. I'm sending you lots of love and light again, lots of strength, courage. I need it. Stay strong like a tree, you know. I think that card, stay strong like a tree, stay rooted, grounded, anchored into the ground. Yeah. All right, beautiful soul, I leave you here and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.